it's going down so well. You could see the disposition, the atmosphere.
Yes, it's going down so well. What will you say about the crowd? What will you say about the crowd? You know, I came into church. The moment I came here, I nearly drove past because I was thinking twice. I was thinking this is a primary school field, maybe a venue for a rally.
I mean, I think the crowd is mammoth because, you know, when I came in here and of course running up and down and then only to come out here and see this sea of people, you know, it shows a whole lot of oneness of purpose. It shows a whole lot of the fact that there is a general acceptance to the candidature of the speaker.
And I was thinking, have you gone into church, inside the church recently? Man, the church is all stuffed, is all filled up to the brim. People are standing and they are actually feeling, the people standing, you would understand that on a day like this, the guests, the invited guests, the dignitaries, the VIPs would have taken more than 50% of the church space, if not, yeah. And the church people would be the ones standing, and then they are just standing with smiles. And of course, this church being stationed in Etinan, and you know that 90% of members of the church are of the Etinan stock.
Yeah, I think you should know I think there's a difference between a rented crowd and a crowd that is driven by the followership they have for the love of the person who is leading them, and it shows the peculiarity and the outstanding performance of the speaker. This crowd, they are standing under the sun, but they are happy because they know that they know what they are coming for.
Okay, dear viewers, followers of the Onofiok Luke campaign organization's official page, Amazing Grace 2019. Official page on Facebook and Amazing Grace TV on YouTube,
and of course we stream live.
Yes, we are streaming live on Facebook, on all social media channels, and of course on the internet.
That's right.
And we've had several people talking about passing comments about people, the electorates of Etinan Federal Constituency. We've had politicians, people who have worked with Onofiok, people who have seen Onofiok grow.
I've even heard about him. I've seen him before.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's one thing we found out when we were going into the field, the Amazing Grace team. And of course, we want to interview the president of Ibom Female Youth Association, the state president, and of course she led members of that group who are from this federal constituency, who are from the 3 local government areas. We are very glad to have you, man. And we know that these days people really count on the support of women.
That's right.
Because it is said that when the women are behind you, they are supporting you with prayers, they are supporting you with screams, with shouts, they are even supporting you with food.
And the huge population.
Energy. And of course, they represent the huge population. Our mothers, our sisters, and all of that. So, what would you have to say about the man on Onofiok Luke?
My message is simple. My name is Lady Edna Bassi, the president of Ibom State Female Youth Association. We are committed and useful for a better tomorrow. Now, the man on Onofiok stands for the youths. You will believe with me that when they say in those days the elders should come, the fathers will go. The women should come, the mothers will go. And when they say the youths should come, the guys used to go. But now we have to balance it, that when they say youth should come, you see the female youth and the male counterparts. And then we have not only come, we have also registered and we have voters card. And then Onofiok now is a youth, and is also this hope that we have. We believe so much in him that a slot for Onofiok Luke, a vote for Onofiok Luke is a voice to the youth. So we will not allow anything to stop us. Come rain, come shine, we must all support him. Not only him, all the PDP candidates, but we must make sure we vote. And when we vote, we will not leave the polling unit. We will make sure our vote counts. We will follow up the vote to the coalition center. We will also follow to the INEC, because that is the message from the government, and the instruction is that we must stand till the end. That is what we stand for. Onofiok Luke is a symbol and a hope for the youths.
Okay. Having routines and roll calls of dignitaries who have come here to lend credence to this campaign flag off of the right honorable Onofiok Luke. And right here we have a special assistant to the governor, Mr. Honorable Ubium, having been here, and of course, witnessing this mammoth crowd, of what relevance do you think this event has, not just for the people of the Federal Constituency, for the state in general?
I believe the Amazing Grace campaign is of God, and by his special mercies, he has given to us a fantastic representation in the character and person of Right Honorable Onofiok. And I expect that having confirmed and handed over this particular event and the entire, 4 years and tenure of in the House of Representatives, we believe that God will see him through. The campaigns will be peaceful and will have overriding success at the end of the day. And for the people of Etinan Federal Constituency, we'll be grateful to God for it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Having said that, sir, please, can you just tell us about the person of the Honorable, as in person? What can you say about him?
A few words I like to describe people of his mold with: quintessential, sound, upright, and with the God-fearing and the God-fidence that he has exuded. He will continue to soar higher, and God will sustain him by the mercies of his holy name.
Thank you very much, Honorable, and have yourself a wonderful outing. Thank you. For Etinan Federal Constituency, and of course, we have the representative of His Excellency, the Economic State Governor, the Emmanuel, in the person of the Attorney General of the State and Commissioner for Justice, Barrister Remedimo Ngoko. You're welcome, sir, to this event.
Thank you very much.
And I'm sure you're having a whole lot of good time here.
Yes, obviously.
Okay. Looking at the event, looking at the mammoth crowd, looking at the disposition of the people, of what relevance do you think this event has for the people of the constituency and of course for PDP?
Well, I've just made an observation. Representing the governor of Ibom State here, I have used my eyes to screen the entire environment, and I can tell you that I have been able to spot every person of substance in politics in the Etinan Federal Constituency is here. In fact, I have to ask the state chairman, is there anybody of substance politically that you cannot find here? And he said there is none. So obviously, it means that Right Honorable Onofiok has moved the entire federal constituency into the campaign for 2019 election, and victory is very sure for him.
Right now, sir, from all what you have said, I believe strongly that you believe so much in the Honorable. So, sir, from your attestation, from the mammoth crowd, from the outcome of the people, what can you really say will be the outcome of the final election, sir?
He will win the election. He will win the election. Not only him, all PDP candidates in Ibom are going to win. You see, when we have a governor that believes in God, we have a governor that believes that he cannot do anything in his life without coming into the hand of God. And that is what you have seen that Right Honorable Onofiok has done now. He has been able to come and comment, just like the leader of the party is doing. Anything that they want to do here must be committed into the hand of God. And that is why the foundation of the campaign, the foundation of the election, the foundation of the peace in Ibom State has been committed into the hand of God in the Etinan Federal Constituency today. And I'm so happy that the Right Honorable Onofiok has followed the example given by the governor of Ibom State.
Okay, Your Excellency. From the mindset, the feelers we are having, people are already assuming that this could be the swearing-in ceremony. Of course, does this also have any relevance come 2019? Can we also say that it's already a swearing-in ceremony for His Excellency the Governor?
It's a precursor. This is just a preliminary ceremony towards the swearing-in of Onofiok come May 2019.
All right, sir, please, before you go, sir, as the representative of the Excellency, sir, in one word, sir, what's your assurance that he will be returned back to office in 2019?
His Excellency himself?
Yes, sir.
His victory in 2019 is a done deal. The whole of Ibom State is with him. The men, the women, the children, the youths are all with the governor. And I can tell you that he has performed. The governor is not just returning to office for the sake of returning. He's returning to office based on the credentials of his performance in the last 3.5 years.
Thank you very much. We are still taking routine and roll calls of dignitaries at this very wonderful event as they come, because like I promised you, we are looking for reactions and feelings. Of course, we want to share with the views of the people. We want to know what people feel about the putting together of this event. Of course, I'm the person behind this event, the Right Honorable Hon Onofiok, and here we have the chaplain of the PDP Prayers Forum, Ubium chapter, Ibom chapter, Dr. John, Dr. Hon Akpan. Sir, you are from the Federal Constituency that is putting together this event. Of what relevance do you think this event has for the people of the Federal Constituency, considering the man behind the event?
Actually, I think it's very significant as far as the history and the man, the principle is concerned, it's very clear and obvious that this man, Onofiok, as Onofiok Luke, is a man with a very high antecedents and pedigree, put together a very strong politician, which I know of his political inclination. His significance, and not only significant, is also a fulfillment of God's own prophetic agenda as far as his life is concerned. It's to the glory of God, and you see, is a man that also dwelt much on his spiritual heritage. That's why he has brought these events to kickstart on the church platform, having a very significant differences on others politicians. So I think it's very, very significant, it's rewarding, it's remarkable as far as the history of this constituency is concerned.
So, what do you think the people of the constituency should expect by the time it finally gets to the National Assembly, considering its pedigree of representation?
Actually, it is a general saying that one good term deserves another. He has been a man that records high profiles of development with good results. Without missing words, if it gets there, I think we will be smiling, because there's a man that loves good things, and also a man that believes in youth, a man that believes in the women.
That's right.
A man that believes on the ministers and church leaders as well. So I'm optimistic that if the man is there, it's going to be an addendum to us.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We have been speaking with the chaplain of the PDP Prayer Summit, Nsit Ibom chapter, Dr. Onofiok. Thank you very much, and do have yourself a wonderful time out here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are still live on here in Etinan.
Our Father in the Lord, a very strong man of God, who has held the position or the highest position in Methodist Church in Nigeria. Let's have the prelate Sunday in Bank. Isaiah Song. Apostle Isaiah Song, right? Okay, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome very much, sir. Also, we are here to celebrate the man Onofiok Luke.
Yes.
The man who has gathered this whole crowd, not by going to their houses to call them, but because they heard that he's worshiping God today, and they came to stand with him to worship God and commit his campaign organization, his campaign and journey to the 2019 elections into the hands of God formally. Now, as a man of God, as a clergy who understands the value of God in the affairs of men, the position of God in the affairs of men, how would you describe this event?
I think it is quite on time. Today is a take-off of this political campaign. And if you look, being a child of God, a son of God, who puts God first in his life, has done the best. God first. Well, and if you look, as far as I'm concerned, is not a selfish person. He is indeed a representative. It's my younger brother. He is representing my constituency. So if you look, he's doing the best of the best. And again, I am wishing him the best. Of course, he has gone. What remains is for the actual day and day to come. He is already there. Okay? There is no doubt about that. In fact, let me say he's going unopposed. He is a man, the right man for us. He is a voice, not only a voice, but a force. Again, he has the experience. He's trusted, he's proven, he's dynamic, he's vocal, he's good enough. As simple as that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
To be giving you live feelers and reactions from the grounds of the official campaign flag off of the Right Honorable Onofiok Luke, who is aspiring to represent the good people of Etinan Federal Constituency at the nation's green chambers. And of course, we have had a whole lot of reactions from different demographics of people, politicians, captains of industries, traditional rulers, students, groups, and women leaders. Right here with me, I have a big fish, in as much as Etinan Federal Constituency is concerned, a foremost labor leader in the state, and of course, currently the honorary special advisor to the governor on labor matters. I'm talking about no other person than the right comrade Onyimusoro. You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay. As a former son of Etinan, of what relevance do you think these events, the events of today, will do for the people of the constituency?
I want to thank you for putting up this fantastic red carpet. When I came out, I couldn't believe what I've seen. Is Gagangdum. It's big.
That's right.
I want to say that the election, the campaign that we are flagging off today has already. What you've seen is exactly the speaker just said. The way it has started is the way it will end. We have started in a glorious way, and that is how it's going to end. He has sent signals to people who probably doubted what the PDP is presenting.
That's right.
I was one of those few people who embraced the Amazing Grace campain, because I knew the person of
the speaker's status.
I used to call him Comrade Onofiok.
That's right.
We started in the civil society together.
That's right.
While I was in labor, he was in the student movement, and I saw in him right from that time that, behold, this is our future leader. So even as a senior in the movement, I stand with him. I want to ask our people from Etinan Federal Constituency that we've never made a better choice.
That's right.
Than when we nominated Comrade Onofiok to represent us. This is going to be the beginning of new Etinan Federal Constituency.
That's right.
And we are very proud of him. We know what he has. I couldn't come out earlier because I wanted to listen to him. Listening to this young man gives me a sense of fulfillment that indeed Akwa Ibom has a future, that indeed there is future for Nigeria, indeed there is future for the next generation. So I want to thank you for what you guys are doing.
Of course, you will say strong words from a man who played a fatherly role in this civil fight, or the civil society for the Right Honorable Barrister Onofiok. You will be so pleased to see on this red carpet when he goes back home to watch this.
Yeah, he's a comrade that I am very, very proud of. The other day I spoke like this on behalf of his own boy, Comrade Ibom. Everywhere I go, every time I'm talking, if I talk about Comrade Ibom, I will mention Comrade Onofiok. If I'm talking about Onofiok, I'm going, because I see in these people, I don't know, has nothing to do with politics. Even if he was in another party, I will still support him, because there is that thing embedded in him. God has embedded in him, which he has not failed to develop it.
That's right.
He has developed that thing that God has embedded in him, and that is why some of us are looking forward for the day that he will take up a higher responsibility. I want to say that going to the National Assembly is just a training ground.
That's right.
For the national politics, and that he is going to play a pivotal role.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I've been talking with this honorary special advisor to the governor on labor matters, Comrade Onyimusoro, a foremost labor leader in the state. Thank you very much, sir, and have yourself a very wonderful time. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. We have had interview session for people of all demographics, politicians, captains of industries, women leaders, student leaders, youth groups, and we have had a whole lot of his colleagues in the State Assembly here, and I have one of them here, a very pragmatic, highly, mentally sound member representing Ibom State Constituency, Honorable Hon Onofiok. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
You are here today to lend credence, to this event and to show support what pedigree of man is the Right Honorable Hon Onofiok, having known him for about 4 years now?
Thank you very much. I'm sure of the proper adjective to really describe who Onofiok is, but I want to tell you that he's a very honest and straightforward person. He's a selfless leader, and he always likes to, carry the interests of others even more than I am. He likes to sacrifice whatsoever I have to please others. And in the house, in fact, there was a write-up on my Facebook page that personally I was thinking that I don't have anybody, but I have him, and I'm very, very hopeful, and that's why I'm here also to commit his desire to the hands of God, whom I know that will carry him through. So he's a selfless leader. Let me just use that word. He's a selfless leader.
Of course, no little words when a colleague, describes you as being selfless. With the way you're talking, I'm sure you're very confident of the fact that when it gets to the National Assembly, not just the people of Etinan Federal Constituency that will stand to benefit from his very positive, outstanding representation, but the state in general. Do you share these sentiments?
Yes, even as a Speaker of the House of Assembly, as a member representing Ubium, then before he was a Speaker, Onofiok cut across every tribe. He does not discriminate. If you see in his team that he employs people from where I come from, other tribes, you see that he is not he's one of the persons that does not discriminate whether you are from Etinan or Ibom as far as this state is concerned.
Of course, I think there was also a little, there's a public understanding of the fact that Honorable Onofiok and the Speaker have a whole lot of closeness together. I don't know what's bringing the two of you together, kind of.
We celebrate excellence, and we celebrate thoroughbred intellectuals.
That's right.
And we also celebrate people who will stand up for the truth, because that is one thing. There are situations where you say this and you do something differently, but Onofiok is not like that. If he discovers that you have such attitude, he will not be very close to you. And whenever I give him my word, he can go to sleep with it. I mean, he will take it to the bank because he knows that I will stand by what I say. So he has that confidence in me, and I have that confidence in him. And that's why anywhere I can defend him, and he can also defend me. So that's the bond. That is standing by what we say.
Thank you very much, Honorable Hon Onofiok, one of the key figures of the 6th Assembly, who is here to grace and show support to one of his colleagues who is heading to the National Assembly. Do have yourself a wonderful time, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Like I told you, at this event, we are taking views and feelings from all demographics of people. We have had interview sessions with house members, with politicians, industries, with women and youth groups, with traditional religious leaders. Right now I have a body representing the Unified Student Organization in the state. Of course, I'm the SUG president of Morit Polytechnic in Ubium, the Ibom local government, the SUG president of Federal Polytechnic Ukana, and of course the SUG president College of Education of Nsit. Good to have you guys here.
Thank you very much.
Of what relevance do you think these events put together at the instance of the Right Honorable Hon Onofiok, who is aspiring, to represent the people of Etinan Federal Constituency in the Federal House of Representatives, have on the lives of the students, not just of the students of the Federal Constituency, but the students of Ibom in general?
Thank you very much. I still remain Comrade George Sunday Etim from Morit Polytechnic. I want to tell you that Right Honorable has been impact all the students of Ibom State. In fact, in our last meeting as a student leaders forum, we were discussing about the honorable member as the #1 student leader in the state, and we as a student leader rep, we are ready to support him 100%, seeing that he's the only person among all the leaders in the state that have been able to recognize students at any angle. Anytime we run on to the leader, he will answer our call. He does not reject any of our call physically, through the phone call, through the text message. Anytime you call my student, they're always there for us. So we are ready to support him. And coming 2019, our house member will be the federal house member. Thank you very much.
The SUG president of the Federal Polytechnic Ukana, do you share the same sentiments?
Yeah, we do. I do. You see, the man, Right Honorable Onofiok, is the highest student leader in our Ibom state. And we, the SUG President Forum, are here to show solidarity to our esteemed leader. We are here to show him our support, to show him our alliance for him. He's a leader that cares about our welfare of the students. He knows the in and out. He knows his onions. So that's why we are here to show him love as a student leader.
Okay. College of Education. You share the same sentiments?
Yes. Comrade Mfrekusor is my name. Right Honorable Onofiok is a man that understands the students very well.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been having a body of SUG presidents of tertiary institutions in the state. Of course, I have here the SUG president of Morit Polytechnic in Ibom, the SUG president of Federal Polytechnic Ukana, and of course, the closest of the one we have here, College of Education. Thank you very much. Good to have you guys around and have yourself a very wonderful day. Thank you.
Of the areas, you're welcome. We are glad to have you in Etinan. But let's put aside your office over there in the state. We are talking to you as an Etinan man, an electorate of Etinan, and a man who knows Onofiok over time. What will you say about the man Onofiok?
We've never been so excited as we were in Etinan local government area and this constituency as a whole, because we've never had this quality of representation that will be coming to us from June 2019 from the experience that he has garnered over the years as a lawyer who will be transiting into the business of lawmaking at the national level, and to 2 complete terms at the State House of Assembly, including occupying the HLN, the topmost office in the Ibom State House of Assembly. We are absolutely excited. We are excited that we are going to have a voice. We are excited that we are going to have someone who's got the grace. We are excited that we're going to have someone who has that fear of God. We are excited that we're going to have a man who has cognate experience at national level, who was the first speaker of Nigerian Youth Parliament, who is a regular voice on the national scene, and who will be projecting not just the ideals, not just the challenges of Etinan Federal Constituency, but that of Akwa Ibom State. We are excited that we will be producing this wonderful member who will be running on several promises which you've had him mention. When you go back and go through the life and times of Onofiok as we've known him, we're excited that he will be bringing this to the table, and I think Etinan Federal Constituency has never been blessed as we are now.
Thank you very much.
We're very excited.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, like I told you, we are still very much live. The Amazing Grace TV, and this is the official campaign flag off of the Right Honorable Onofiok. Of course, a frontline aspirant for Etinan Federal Constituency come to 19, and of course we have here in the red carpet the Deputy Speaker of the Crossovers House of Assembly, Honorable John Bassi. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome to Akwa Ibom, and I'm sure you're having a very good time so far.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
We want to know how wild you were coming into this crowd.
Well, first and foremost, I'll just correct. My name is Joseph Bassi, not George. And for me, I never expected anything less than this, because Onofiok has been my friend, and I know the man of the people. So, I think the people must always celebrate him. He's a nice guy.
Okay, so we, as brand managers of Onofiok, we know him to be somebody who lives his brand, somebody who acts the humility before you go out to tell the world that he's a humble person. So to you, Honorable Joseph Bassi, who is an Onofiok to you?
Yeah, for me, Onofiok, first and foremost, you've already said it, he's a very humble man, and very intelligent, and very friendly. On a very sincere note, humility cannot be imitated. You can't fake humility. It will last. For as long as I know Onofiok, he has remained the same. And I think it can only come from God, because the young man has the fear of God, and that's what makes him humble. And that humility has been his leadership style, which has sustained him to this level. So I see him as a man that has a very bright future, not only in politics, but in the leadership of human as in general.
So, sir, as he's heading to the National Assembly, we presume, what do you think the people of the Federal Constituency expect from him, having known him for some time now?
You know, Onofiok has never failed, so first and foremost, I know surely he will perform very well. His antecedent speaks for him.
That's right.
He has a very good experience, of advocacy, from the student union to the state house of assembly. So the National Assembly will only be a place where he will exercise what he knows best. And of course, his voice has always been a strong voice. And that's where you go to speak, you don't go to fight. Anybody that goes there with a wrestling gloves or boxing gloves has a displacement in his mind. Yes, Onofiok's voice is audible enough to speak for the people, and surely he will attract so much attention to the people of this constituency.
Thank you very much, Honorable Joseph Bassi, Deputy Speaker, Constituency House of Assembly, for finding time to be here. Of course, to show support and to show credence, and I'm sure you're going to have a wonderful time in Akwa Ibom State.
No, thank you very much, sir. So even when you're almost calling me Akwa Ibom Deputy Speaker, my constituency has close to 70% of Akwa Ibom.
Oh, that's right. Okay, we are still live, and of course, you can watch it from whatever part of the world through our YouTube, of course, our
YouTube channel,
it's
Amazing Grace TV, and our official Facebook page, the official Facebook page of the Amazing Grace 2019 campaign organization.
Of course, it's official flagging off.
Follow up on Facebook. We are having the link spread everywhere. The popular accounts on Facebook, wherever you are, friends and friends of your friends, and friends of the friends of your friends.
Of course, you just find a way and key in.
Yes, key in and listen to what Etinan people are telling the world about the man, Onofiok, the grace he carries and the voice that he has been using.
But of course, you have noticed a whole lot of excitement. The disposition in the faces and the minds of the people is out of one of expectancy. What do you think the people are expecting?
Yes, I think this is what the speaker would always say. So I think the people are just being, anxious. They're just being optimistic. They are so excited. They are already predicting a positive outcome from June 2019. They are just beginning to imagine the future from 2019.
Told you, it's still going down big time here in the city of Etinan. Of course, Kwaibo Church for the official campaign flag off of the Right Honorable Hon Onofiok, aspirations to represent the good people of Etinan Federal Constituency at the nation's National Assembly. Of course, the lower chamber, and here we have a community person who is also here to, of course, lend credits and show support, sir. So, of what relevance do you think this event has for the people of the constituency? Or for the people of the local government? We want to say that.
All right. First of all, I'm a Barawa Victor from Afansa, this is the local government area, Akwa Ibom State. Also, youth coordinator, there's Ward 5, Ubium Nsit in Akwa Ibom State. Also, Deputy Vice President, youth, this is the Ibom local government. I here to testify about this man, Honorable Onofiok, Abarawa Onofiok, Luke. Yes. Please permit me to use dialect.
There's a problem. That's good.
All right. All right.
So you mean they go down off your blue?
Yeah.
So you mean I am so on Parao because able break it among going on Parao. We talk about the need of maybe being again. So in the Kirim Bodo, I forget again from the Becca National Assembly, can Parao benefited it.
Presently, is it that before the Doria? As I now, only make a day saying them because of the and all woman. Building Barawa, building Bow, wouldn't get it and get it in. I am one. Once I am a get that give a bag a situation and the young one. So a person like me, made the bold enough to testify about him. Because I do a means of getting a number and means of getting the phone. So for that, I hear this in Ubium. It's on support men in some cases. So maybe that I do say I get a House of Revenue. I get representing. But I do get no more. You know.
Okay, how we done? Of course, ladies and gentlemen, an indigene of Mr. Ubium is also here to show support. Mr. Ibom, local government, Itreto. Okay, that's right. To show support to the candidature of the Right Honourable Hon Onofiok. Thank you very much, sir, for coming around. Thank you. Right. You have yourself a wonderful time.
All right. In fact, Ubium had a very articulated youth front. Even though it's not really anything different now. Romandedu has been a comrade. This is somebody that you will say has seen 99, and he will say the one that is left is coming on the last day, on the judgment day from Rapture. Romandedu, you are welcome to the show.
Amazing Grace TV.
We are here
and you are live
on the live red carpet for the Amazing Grace TV and the official online television for the Amazing Grace campaign organization, projecting and promoting the 2019 aspiration of Barrister Onofiok, currently Speaker of the Public House of Assembly, who is aspiring to represent the people of Etinan, Ubium and Ibom in the National Assembly, that's the Etinan Federal Constituency, in the lower chambers of the National Assembly. Now, as somebody who has worked with Onofiok, as one of the people who believed Onofiok when he came when he came shortly out of the student unionism, let me put it that way, when he finished his tenure as the pioneer speaker of the Nigerian Youth Parliament, I wanted to represent Ubium. When very little people believed in him, you are one of the first people who believed in Onofiok. So what is this thing that you are seeing in this man that tell us about the man Onofiok?
Actually, thank you, Mr. Ubong. Amazing Grace project is our project. You know, it's every million mile started with a state. When we came out to seek for the House of Assembly first term, I was here on the throne as the Youth Council Chairman of the local government. We did everything possible. We mobilized the youth. What we are calling door to door today was first kickstarting by the youth, going around baking our leaders to allow him to, because they said it was underage. But when you get there, it surprises them. It has been there, even the second term, he did a lot before. You don't see the mammoth crowd to accept him to go beyond Ubium state constituency, now the federal constituency. He know how to do it, just like what was said a few minutes ago in the church. He has what it takes, and it has been there for us. He is a youth commander nationwide, not only in Ubium, neither Etinan federal constituency. That's why I thump my hand that he should be there, and other youth are equally out. If you look around the mammoth crowd, 85% are youth, and we are the people that always make things happen, you know. And I believe, and not only youth without PVC, majority of them are with their PVC, and come that 2019 we go there and returns him. I believe by the special grace of God he will be there. And what I'm soliciting for the youth entirely, let it be voting without violence, ballots without bullets, because we believe in peace, and that peace has been sustaining our state for enablement of infrastructural, you know, opportunity development.
Thank you.
You know, you can't get anything better in the face of violence or in the face of rowdy situation.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, comrade. This is a national event. Of course, actually we expected that we just going to have something for Etinan Federal Constituency, the flag officially of the Right Honourable Hon Onofiok campaign organization, Amazing Grace, and we have here all the way from Cross River State, the Speaker of the Constituency House of Assembly, the Right Honourable John Lebo. You're welcome, sir, to our Bible.
Thank you.
And I'm sure you're having a very good time here so far.
Fun.
Yeah, of course, the distance is far. Everybody knows that.
Let's know how you felt when you came into a crowd, when you came to behold this crowd.
Well, my friend and my brother Onofiok is always a man of the people. He's been a civil rights activist. He's been maybe I'll say a youth mobilizer. He's been a campaign activist, and this is even below the expectation. I know that we'll see more at the reception. Onofiok is this kind of person. He's a crowd person. He's a man of the people.
Okay, sir. Let's talk about an Onofiok look at the level of the Conference of Nigerian Speakers. Sir, you know that having a congregation of speakers is a congregation of different houses of assembly with different approaches to legislation, to lawmaking, different approaches to political practice as it concerns or as you juxtapose it with legislative practice. So how would you describe an Onofiok look, the sixth Akwa Ibom State Assembly that he is leading, the crop of members, the leadership and members who of course are reflecting the leadership that he is putting in them? How would you describe how it is displayed at the level of the Conference of Speakers?
Well, I think every leader comes with the content. It comes with the content of what is original from his own house of assembly, and then it comes with the content because it comes from a particular political environment and has a specific political geography. So Onofiok has done well. He's brought the content of activism into the Conference of Speakers, and Onofiok has been very, very vocal. He's very brief. And then once he identifies an issue, he's very straight to it. He's been one of such persons who played a very critical role in bringing the issue of having the forum of PDP speakers together. He's a founding member and he's one of our executive committee members. As he's going to the House of Reps, I want to assure the people of Akwa Ibom State that in partnership with me, we are going to put up a strong representation that will cross over Akwa Ibom and bring us together into a state that can look at the federal government and set agenda, a framework of agenda for national development. It will be beyond just representing Etinan and Nsit. It will be beyond representing Abia that I'm going to represent. It will be beyond representing Akwa Ibom and Cross River. It's about representing the youth in Nigeria and bringing socio-economic development to Nigeria.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for your time, and I'm sure you're going to have a very wonderful time in Akwa Ibom, and I'm sure you're not going back today.
I will not.
Okay. Thank you very much.